Okay, so now we're going to talk about combining like terms. So to combine like terms, you need to find the variables that match. Like I have 7b and 9b. So now we add 9b plus 7b, which equals 16b. And then 16b now becomes part of our problem. So instead of having a long problem, we're what's called simplifying our problem. So now we'll have 16b plus, same with this, 5a, 7a. They both have the same variable. You do 5a plus 7a equals 12a. And this is the problem simplified. Okay, so right now we're going to talk about how to use the distributive property. So, if there's no space in between a parenthesis, that means multiply. So, here's how we're going to distribute this. We're going to take 3 and multiply it by a. Now, when you don't know what a is, a equals, we don't know. It equals a question mark. Then it'll just go out to 3a. But we do have 6. 6 equals 6. So 3, then you're going to do 3 times 6 equals 18. So this will be plus 18. And this is the distributive property. But sometimes there are problems that are a little bit different looking than this one. But you do the exact same thing in the same form. So what can happen sometimes is there a 3 back here instead of the 3 right here. So we're going to pretend that 3 isn't here. You will do the exact same thing, it just is backwards. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about how to factor something. And when we're factoring, what we do is take our first number and variable that we're given, and in this case it's 3x, and then our parenthesis, and then we put the variable that is shared between the two numbers that we are given, and in this case it is x, so x is our next parenthesis, and then we add it to the first number divided by the second number, which is 3 divided by 9 equals 3. So then we know our number is 3 because of this. And then we take the variable that is not shared between the two and add it. And this stays 3x because this is an x and we already have an x here. And then we do 3x. You do 3x plus 3y because that's what we got when we divided and added the factor that isn't shared. Or this is multiplied and we will get 9xy. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about how to subtract. Now our problem will be 7 minus 4 plus 6 minus 9. And what I've always learned to do is make this addition because it can get complicated and turn these to negatives. So we'll do 7 plus negative 4 equals 3, and 6 plus negative 9 equals negative 3. So now we'll take 3 plus negative 3, which equals 0. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about how to add. So what we have now is 3 plus 9a plus 10 plus a plus 3b. So what you do is you take 9a plus a because you have 2a variables. So 9a plus a equals 10a because we don't know what a is. So a equals 1. if we're doing this. And then we have 3 plus 10 because they don't have a variable. So 3 plus 10 equals 13. And then we have 3b, and there are not a b, so 3b can't be added to anything. So our equation is 10a plus 13 plus 3b. So it will